Most Americans are not broke because they do not make enough money. They are broke because the system taught them how to look rich instead of become rich. A guy makes $120,000 a year, nice house, new SUV, latest iPhone, luxury vacations, fancy dinners every weekend. But behind closed doors, credit card debt, car payments, student loans, stress, anxiety, no savings, no freedom. And the scary part, this is normal in America now. Millions of people are earning more money than ever before, but somehow they still feel trapped because high income does not mean wealth. A doctor can make $300,000 a year and still live paycheck to paycheck. An engineer can earn six figures and still panic when an emergency happens. A family can look successful online while secretly drowning in debt. America created a lifestyle where people spend money they have not earned yet to impress people they do not even like. And it starts young. In school, nobody teaches kids how money actually works. Nobody explains debt. Nobody explains investing. Nobody explains taxes. Nobody explains how banks make money from poor financial habits. But everyone learns how to consume. Buy this, upgrade that. You deserve it. Live your best life. So people grow up believing success looks expensive. The moment someone gets a raise, their lifestyle grows too. Bigger apartment, better car, more subscriptions, more eating out, more shopping. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it quietly destroys wealth. A person making $50,000 spends everything. Then they start making $100,000. But somehow, they still spend everything. The income changed, the mindset did not, and social media made it even worse. Every day people open their phones and see fake wealth everywhere. Luxury cars rented for one day. Designer clothes bought on credit. Perfect vacations financed by debt. People compare their real lives to someone else's highlight reel. So they keep spending to feel successful. But most wealthy people do not look wealthy. The millionaire next door usually drives a normal car, lives below their means, invests quietly, avoids attention. Real wealth is invisible. Debt is loud. Wealth is silent. And debt in America is completely normalized now. Credit cards made spending painless. You do not feel the money leaving your hands anymore. Just tap, swipe, click. That small psychological shift changed everything. Studies show people spend way more money when using cards instead of cash because the pain feels delayed. Until one day the bill shows up, then people make minimum payments. Interest grows, stress grows, and slowly they become workers for the bank. The average American carries thousands in credit card debt, and most people do not even realize how much interest is stealing from their future. A $5 coffee does not sound dangerous, but daily habits become financial identities. Most people are not broke from one massive mistake. They are broke from thousands of small decisions repeated every day. Food delivery, subscriptions, impulse shopping, car upgrades, financing everything. America turned convenience into addiction, and companies know exactly how human psychology works. Why do stores use buy now, pay later? Because it tricks the brain into ignoring the real cost. Why do luxury brands sell status instead of products? Because humans crave validation. Why do people keep upgrading phones that still work? Because marketing makes them feel behind. Most spending today is emotional. People shop when they are stressed, bored, sad, lonely, or trying to impress others. Money became therapy, but temporary happiness creates permanent financial pressure. Then comes the biggest trap of all, the middle-class dream. For decades, Americans were told, go to school, get a degree, get a good job, buy a house, finance a car, Work for 40 years, retire someday. But the world changed. Housing became expensive. Healthcare exploded. College debt skyrocketed. Wages stopped keeping up. Yet people still follow the same script. And many are exhausted trying to maintain a lifestyle they cannot actually afford. Some people earn six figures and still cannot breathe financially. Not because they are lazy, because modern life became incredibly expensive mixed with terrible money habits. But here's the good news. Wealth building is actually simple. Not easy, but simple. Spend less than you earn. Avoid bad debt. Invest consistently. Stop chasing status. Think long term. That is it. The problem is most people want to look rich now instead of become rich later. Real wealth requires patience, discipline, and delayed gratification. The average person sees money as something to spend. Wealthy people see money as something to multiply. That mindset changes everything. A broke person buys liabilities. A wealthy person buys assets. One loses money every month. The other makes money every month. And the earlier someone understands this, the more their entire future changes. Imagine two people. Both make $100,000 a year. One spends almost everything trying to look successful. The other invests 20% every year for 10 years. By the end of the decade, their lives look completely different. One is trapped. The other has freedom. Because freedom is the real flex, not the car, not the watch, not the designer clothes. Being able to sleep peacefully, being able to say no to a toxic job, being able to handle emergencies without panic. That is real wealth. And the truth is, most Americans are one emergency away from financial disaster. Not because they are stupid, because nobody taught them how the game actually works. The system profits when people stay financially stressed. Banks profit from debt. Companies profit from insecurity. Advertising profits from low self-esteem. But once you understand the psychology behind money, you stop being controlled by it. You stop buying things to impress strangers. You stop upgrading your lifestyle every time income rises. You stop confusing income with wealth. And that is when your financial life finally changes. The goal is not to look rich. The goal is to own your time. If you enjoyed this video and want more real talks about money psychology, wealth, and financial freedom, subscribe now because the next video might completely change how you see money forever.